Prime Minister Simon the spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon in Urobo dialect and Isoko. Lucky star is sinking, I'm thinking, Udogu, Biafra. Amorotomo, Agbada Bururu. Amorotomo, Agbada Bururu. Excellency Simon Ekpao. Nieruwe yo witruwe salon. With the same the freedom you brought to do well for us. Urobisoko with the same no. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. PM Simon Joe. You have done so much for us. I am shedding tears of joy. Your tide cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo, we appreciate you awesomely. Worry sister say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Amorutamo Agbada. Helen Peter say you are so good. That is the truth. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorutamo Agbada Guru. Urobisoko with the sedo. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the fool that will hate him. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Urobisoko with the sendo. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Urobisoko with the sendo. Paradim say you are so good. Anna, Wabada Guru. Amarotomo agbada guru. Hey, Amarotomo agbada guru. Urobisoko we dey say no. Hey, Urobisoko we throw away salute. Even lucky star, he dey say no. You do well, oh, he dey say no. Brgie said, you do well, oh. We salute you, oh, we throw away salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, oh. You are so good. Amarotomo agbada guru. I am in tears of joy. For your good one cannot be quantified. Oh, Amarotomo agbada guru. Isoko maka Biafra. We're not put around you on into Simon Efa.
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day Chukwa Biama Benigwe whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me on this morning section. I appreciate everyone that has connected to this program, wherever you are watching me from. If you are watching from Facebook or you are watching us from the YouTube, I appreciate you and I welcome you to this amazing platform. We have come once again, as we always do every morning, to send message to the Biafran people. Every morning we come here to encourage the Biafran people. We come here every morning to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. We come here to encourage Biafran people. In this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach hate. We do not come here to attack individuals. We don't come here to attack any race or religion. What we do in this platform is to bring the plight of the Biafran people before the whole world, to say things the way they are, to debunk every lie that have been told against the Biafran people, and to expose every secret that the Zoological Republic is holding against Biafrans. Most importantly, today we are going to expose the secret war they are fighting in Biafran territory that they refuse to speak about. These are the information we bring before the whole world. It is an interactive section. And if you are watching me from the YouTube, you can join me on stage through the link. While you are coming to join on the stage through the link, please make sure you conduct yourself properly by dressing up very fine. You don't have to appear on this platform naked. That's what I mean. You can't appear naked. You must at least put on something that is decent. Then when you appear on the stage, make sure that every single statement you are making, you do it in a civil manner. You can argue, you can ask questions, you can disagree, you can get angry, but while you are doing all that, do it in a civil manner so that the world will understand us. Our message is to the world and to the Biafran people. If you do not speak in a civil manner, you might end up making noise and we will not hear you. That is why I always advise and urge people to put their case in a civil manner. It does not matter how angry you are. It does not matter how disappointed you are. It doesn't matter what your argument is. Put it in a civil manner. I am not telling you to be politically correct. I'm not telling you to throw away your opinion. I'm not telling you not to get angry. You can do all that. But while doing that, you do it in a civil manner so that the world will understand you. The Biafran cabinet is watching. Our prime minister is watching and observing. So if you are sending any message across for the world to hear you or for our prime minister to attend to, you must present your issue in a very civil manner. If you do, I bet you your situation will be attended to. Whatever the question may be, whatever the disagreement may be, we are going to attend to it and address it. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching from, I welcome every one of you that have joined so far from either the Facebook or the YouTube. And I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. If you have not yet subscribed, please do kindly subscribe. And make sure you share this very program. Try as much as possible to invite at least one person to this program. Very important, because on today's program, we are going to show the world what the Nigerian government is hiding. A lot is happening. And some of these things, it is even much more serious than you think. I'm only going to show you the things that we can be able to show on social media. There are some other gruesome videos that we have on our WhatsApp groups, on our private chat that we cannot be able to share in the public. Because of the restrictions we have on the social media, we can't share it either on Facebook or on the YouTube. We cannot share certain images. But I'm going to try to give you the little ones you can be able to give you a clue of what is happening in Biafra territory. On today's topic, we have chosen a topic to discuss about. And the topic says, exclusive update on the ongoing Second Nigeria and Biafra Civil War. Biafra, Republic of Exile, and the Prime Minister doing the needful. Today we are going to touch on that. But before we go deeply on that discussion, I want you to remember that we have a very important thing to do. And why you must pay attention to what we are about to say today, this is the reason why our Prime Minister is taking the step to the next level. When you hear us calling for one seat at home or the other, more especially the coming seat at home that is going to start on the 29th up until 31st and 2nd of August. It is because of issues like this that we are tightening the grip on the zoo. You know the condition the Biafra land is today. You know the situation of our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is held against his will. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is ill, seriously ill, and they have refused to allow him to go for medical checkup. His doctor has confirmed that he's ill and he needs to go for medical checkup, proper medical checkup. But the zoo have denied him that opportunity. This is the same country that we have seen them free criminals, free fraudsters, even terrorists. They have free terrorists and placed them on salary, gave them job. We have seen their convicted criminals in their own court allowed to go and treat themselves, even going abroad for treatment. The criminal politicians and fraudsters fly abroad, even when they are convicted, to go and treat themselves. But an innocent man whose only request is self-referendum and allowing his people to make decisions for themselves. That's his only request. He's only requesting that his people should be allowed to make decisions for themselves. And they kidnapped him from Kenya. After kidnapping him, they continue to hold him. Against all calls to release him, the international community have weighed in and gave ultimatum to Nigeria to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They refused. They pretend they didn't hear it. Their own court have discharged Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and said, let this man go and pay him a compensation. A court went ahead to say that no law court in Nigeria has the right to try Mazen Nnamdi Kanu until they explain the situation surrounding his kidnapping from Kenya. Up to this moment, they are still holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And it is very clear before the whole world that no law court can convict Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because he has not committed any crime. All he was asking for was self-determination. And self-determination is not against the law. International law supports self-determination. African peoples and human rights law accept and support self-determination. Nigerian law itself permits self-determination. So what crime has Mazen Nnamdi Kanu committed that you are holding him for the past 3 years? Even when the court has given an order to let him go, they refuse to let him go. Now you understand why we must step up the game. I have said it from day one. And our friends have been saying it, that the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in the hands of the Biafrans. We are the ones that are going to free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. How are we going to free him? By making sure we intensify every effort to delegitimize the Zuluka Republic and bring to existence Biafra. It is Biafra that will grant Mazen Nnamdi Kanu the freedom that he desires and deserves. It is Biafra that will grant him that freedom he deserves and desires. That is why today we are not looking back. The game is being stepped up. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching me today from, I want you to understand that your fate and your life lies in your own hand. Our freedom lies in our own hand. Until we begin to do what we are supposed to do, the world will not listen to us. I always try to remind you that statement. Until we begin to do what we are supposed to do, the world will not pay attention. You can cry for all I care. You can write petition. You can provide evidence. You can protest. Until you begin to do what you are supposed to do, the world will not pay attention. Remember what they told Mazen Nnamdi Kanu when he went to the United Nations. What the heavyweights there told Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I don't want you to forget that statement. That statement is the key to every single thing you see us doing today. When you hear 4 good days sit at home, 29th, 30th, 31st, and the 2nd of August, when you hear such kind of order, it is because we have to do what we have to do to make sure that we got the attention of the world. I want you to pay attention to that discussion again. It is always good for you to hear from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu directly. Because sometimes when we are speaking, it seems as if we're making words up or we are forcing words out. When you see our Prime Minister Mazen Nnamdi Kanu acting, you think he's acting on his own. Our Prime Minister Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is acting based on the necessity of the hour. I want you to hear this message.
When I was talking to very heavy players, big men at UN, what they said to me is, but you stopped. That means that what you're fighting for is not worth dying for. If your freedom is not worth dying for, then the world cannot take you seriously.
Did you hear that? When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu went to the United Nations to complain about the situation of Biafrans, that we have fought civil war and a lot of people died, complaining of how many millions of Biafrans died, they asked him, but you stopped. Why did you stop? That if your freedom is not worth dying for, the world will not listen to you. I want every Biafran to always get this message and hold it strong. If your freedom is not worth dying for, the world will not pay attention to you. The heavyweight in the United Nations told Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to his face. And that was when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu retreated his step and began to do the necessary things, created the ESN, and begin to march into doing what is necessary. They went to Kenya and kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And today, under the leadership of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, we are going to do everything humanly possible to defend Biafran territory. We will do what has to be done for the United Nations to pay attention to the Biafran people. In case you do not understand it, I want you to know this very well. When you see any idiot, you claim to be a Biafran, anybody who is a Biafran from Biafran territory, and yet you are standing against the orders of our Prime Minister. You are standing against what he's doing. You are standing against the steps and the words he's speaking. You are evil and you don't want freedom. You are part of those holding us captive. All these idiots parading themselves as governors, parading themselves as politicians, the IPOB Nigeria, who are standing against Mazi Simon Ekpa, joining the enemies to call him a terrorist. These are the people holding us down. These are the people who are benefiting from the enslavement of the people of Biafra. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, every one of them is confessing today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that every one of them is deceitfully confessing today. When you see them talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you think they love him. These are people that hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They hate everything he stands for. All these politicians from A to Z, from the biggest one to the smallest one, anyone that you hear them today mentioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the course of their career, in the course of their discussion on conventional media, they say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is gentle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they call for his release. These are the people who hate him today. They hate the leg he steps on the ground. These are the people who don't want to see him survive. And now they have channeled that energy to the Prime Minister of Biafra, because they know that this is the man today who is holding the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the man today who is bearing the burden of Biafra on his shoulder. This is the man today through whom Biafra will become a reality. They know that this is the man through whom Biafra will be on top of the discussion in the whole world. And that is where we are today. The whole world is talking about Biafra. They channel their energy on that. And they turn around and tell you, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not doing it that way. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not violent. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a kind man. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was fighting for a genuine cause. Tell me what is different between the cause Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was fighting for and the cause Mazi Simon Ekpa is fighting for? What is the difference between the cause Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was fighting for and the cause Mazi Simon Ekpa was fighting for? The same cause is what they are pursuing. The same template and the same thing is what they are doing. My fellow Biafrans, do not be deceived by the propaganda and blackmail of these idiots. You have heard as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The advice that was given to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by a heavyweight in the United Nations. Hear it again.
When I was talking to very heavy players, big men at UN, what they said to me is, but you stopped. That means that what you're fighting for is not worth dying for. If your freedom is not worth dying for, then the world cannot take you seriously. That is the way it is. Any day, if you like, listen, if just do us, I don't need your money. What we want from you is 1 container load only. We won't come to you again. Let me tell you, any day they shoot us, police shoot us, we shoot back at them. They kill us, we kill them. Believe you me, UN will come in that same day. But if they're only killing you, UN will say, please, can you investigate the matter? Can you investigate it? And make sure that all the culprits are brought to justice. Is that not what they will say? But any day police kill us, we kill police back. They will say, please, what is the problem? What is going on? That time the language is not the same. What is going on means they want to hear from the zoo, they want to hear from us. But if they come and they kill us and they go scot-free, they will say to the zoo, please investigate and let us know. Every country you mentioned, the UN came in as they were fighting. For every year that we fought the war, Southern Sudan fought for 10 years. Guerrilla warfare. At a point, it became very, very clear to Sudanese that you must let these people go. Because they're not going away. They have fought for 30 years, they're not going anywhere. These are the things we need to understand. Had both Biafra, Organization of Freedom Fighters, had they gone to the bush to continue guerrilla warfare, by now Biafra will be a free country. But everybody went into buying and selling. You became very selfish. It's just about you and your son and your family, which is why go and ask people who are as old as we are, that grew up in the village and close to our father and our grandparents or uncles in those days. Ask them, since when did an Igbo man start saying,
did you hear Mazen Nande Kano clear? This message is very explanatory, self-explanatory. The message you just heard now is self-explanatory. What else do you want to hear? What else do you want to hear? If you are genuinely a Biafran, you love Mazen Nande Kano as you claim, what on earth will make you to stay away from Mazen Simon Ekpa? What on earth will make you to open your mouth and speak ill of Mazen Simon Ekpa? If you genuinely know that Mazen Nande Kano was fighting a genuine cause, just like some of them confessed first, just like the idiot who came to one Nigerian who came to ask our Prime Minister a question in the program. An idiot that came to ask about, he said, I love Mazen Nande Kano, I support him, but you, I don't know you. And I laugh. These are people who do not know who these are people who they are only coining their language because they want to deceive you. They coin their language to deceive you. Now you understand that the Prime Minister of Biafra is standing on the foundation laid to free Biafra. That foundation has been laid and it is solid. It does not matter what happens tomorrow. Today as we stand, the Prime Minister of Biafra is in charge and he is following the template. Nobody matters to no order from anywhere matters today than the order coming from Prime Minister because he has proven himself to the Biafran people. This is a man they have offered everything they want to offer and he refused. He is focused on the restoration of Biafra and the protection of Biafran land. Today, the defense and the protection of Biafran land is on the shoulder of the Biafran government. Remember, the primary objective of every government is to protect the life and property of its own people. That is the primary objective of a government. If a government cannot protect its people, if a government cannot protect the life and property of its people, you are not worthy to be a government. Now you understand why it is necessary that the Prime Minister of Biafra will do the things he's doing. And as we speak, we have been singing it like a song. Our parents have been saying that war is going on in Biafra territory as we speak. Some of you don't believe. Some of us Biafrans, we don't even believe. We are waiting for it to happen to our own direct brother. We are waiting for it to happen to somebody who is direct to us, or when it gets to our own village, before we now agree that there is war going on. As we speak, the second civil war between Biafra and Nigeria is ongoing. And I don't know why the whole world is silent about it. I don't know why anybody should be confused about it. The chief of army staff came online, came to the national TV and declared that they are going into Biafran land in a jungle warfare. And when he said it, some people thought it was just a joke. It wasn't a joke. He meant every word he said. And they went into that warfare. It has been going on. He later came out and said that now it is going to be asymmetric warfare in Biafran territory. That is what he said. They are in asymmetric warfare, already in asymmetric warfare in Biafra land. He said it in his own mouth. And yet the whole world pretend that it's not happening. When we speak about it, they pretend it's not happening. When we speak about it, people think we're making problems. But the chief of army staff came to announce it online. And today, there are so many evidences we have to show you that war is going on in Biafran territory. That is why you must share this video to every platform. Share to family and friends. Share it. You never know who will come across it. The whole world needs to hear our voice. It is not that they are going to stop. They won't stop. But we want the world to know what is happening so that when we start our own, they wouldn't say, why did you do this or why did you do that? Native was so no go body happy, come and knock on her no. That when the hawk carries a chick, that chick will be crying. The chick is not crying that the hawk will leave it, but the chick is only crying that the whole world will hear its voice. That at least it cried. That is why we are doing what we are doing. Share this video to all platforms so that the world will begin to see evidence of what is happening in Biafra trade. I'm going to play some videos. There are more gruesome videos than what I'm going to play, but I'm going to give you the ones we are permitted to play online. We know we have a lot of restrictions online. There are certain things we cannot do. There are gruesome videos available, pictures available. Some of them, if you go to the platform of our Prime Minister on X, type Simon Ekpa on X, you are going to see videos that will blow your mind. But I'm going to share with you some few ones that I can be able to share for you to know that truly, there is war going on in Biafra territory. The only place you can see armor tank moving is a place where there is war. Armor tank is made for warfare. Armor tank is made for, it's not made for peacekeeping or police peacekeeping or whatever. Armor tank is for warfare. When you see armor tank rolled out, it is for warfare. I want you to watch this video.
See them. Here when the army, Conde DSS. Amade Monda me ha Conde DSS. Ha pa kala na ekachara. Odi ki be ha jere ụzọ agade. Ha gbapụtazie. This thing is happening live in ekachara. Ọ na-happen live in ekachara. On a life and direct. Tabo 22nd Monday sit at home. Kahabu Amodka na agare na wari ne kachara. Tabo 22nd of July 2024. Le kahaba na abia.
I hope you saw that. This was 22nd, just yesterday. While we are conducting our sit at home, why Biafrans we are gingerly sitting at home? People who were sitting in their own home, exercising their own rights, conducting their civil disobedience, which is their own right. You see armor tanks rolled out in Biafran territory. 22nd, just yesterday. There are more serious videos that I cannot be able to share. This journey, they went to it and so many lives were lost. And I bet you, the Biafran Defense Force gave them a chase of their life and they will never be the same. Every idiot you saw in that place never returned. Just like our Supreme Amazing Nanikara provided that they will never return. This is what happened just yesterday. I'm going to show you another video. The videos I'll be able to lay my hands upon, I will share with you so that you can understand the seriousness of the situation. Because when we talk about it, some people will think we are making words up. They think we don't know what we're talking about.
Well, I know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm reporting live now from Eziawo, Umokwe. I don't know if I should call this a popular rocket or whatever thing that happened today at Umokwe. This place now is in Charan's place. I see many of you knows Adak too well. Adak Nation. Here will the propeller bullet, either propeller bullet or propeller rocket. This is a rocket. Abara. Here will had in here. The thing damaged everything, but to the glory of God, they made doing in him around. But look at here will had in here the building. Here building had in here was in had the saying. Yeah, where the yeah, there's our Ben Chana. Square can Chanam, Kedro Adak nation in Numia. Yeah, woman. Back on Nagari here now. Yeah, where the open the wall. Open the wall. Look at Kachilekresha, so mother. Look at him, Kachilekresha, so mother, you know. When they fetch naked for sure you can. And now they'll play. Oh, then for life now. Yeah, the rocket in Marulo, huh? Look at it. Look at everywhere. It shattered the house completely. Even no, when the foundation of this house is no longer solid. Although it's solid, look at it. Yeah, with the came back here, but about put up because in capital, but I'm gonna go to my under one or Gabia. Another one, I better. First one, about second one was okay. But but half of but within first one piano. I've got first one up piano 4 seconds. Came maybe through now piano. Piazza the house completely. Yeah, oh, glasses. Eba wo ebe meto kan go lo meto go dey eba self. So ebe meto go ebe na video here na here wo lo ha dey. So mara third one ke gbara m lishi. Chileke mara because I know asa m na bia ka mba mara ebe omere. Third one na ha pia. Piazie nyo pia o pia na chukwu eme ebere. Ehulata mala. Nye na agazila ishi m na ngansha agbago so wo na agazila ishi na ngansha agbago so gbakpuru mbem. So yeah, the yeah, Ulezia can hear me. Ulezia can hear me. This is it, you know, people. Now watch. Yeah, we're letting. I would like here. I cannot say law bomb because it's all law bomb. Oga emiala. Oga budhulu me bo oga opunala. I can ji. They feel like here go low propeller rocket cabaranya rocket piano because all they look up piano near the house. Chineke Mara no one.
You see what is going on. All this happened just yesterday in Biafra land, destroying properties of Biafra. In Biafran villages, it's not like the city. In Biafrans, we don't behave like the way they behave. Our culture and them. These people in their own villages, you only see huts that are built with the grasses. That is what you see in their villages. And when they come to our village, they see mansions. They see expensive buildings. They see expensive houses. They see modern houses. They get angry. They get angry. Out of envy, jealousy, they go ahead and begin to destroy properties everywhere. This is house where civilians were living. A family house. They destroyed it completely. They launched a rocket in a private house. And an entire house was destroyed. Thanks to Chukwu Kabia, no life was lost. Does that place look like a camp? Our village is not like theirs. In our villages, we have mansions. We have modern buildings, well organized. Even though they have refused to give us road and water, we provide all this for ourselves and amenities for ourselves. And yet they get angry. They want us to stay down, just like Tafabalewa said, that whenever you take a Biafran and you put a Biafran in a labor camp, they will turn out to become the hero in that labor camp. They decided to put us in their labor camp in Nigeria. Even in that their labor camp in Nigeria, we are doing exploits. They get angry. They are mad. They don't understand how is it that these people are still progressing. They can't understand how it is that these people are still succeeding, even when they have decided to take away everything from us. They can't understand it. The envy and jealousy is growing stronger and stronger every day, and they want us to keep silent. Look at the destruction done in the home, in a civilian home. And when we tell you that there is a war going on in Biafran territory, some of you think it's a blackmail or propaganda. That is why I brought this video to show you. And the whole world to see, Please like and share this video. Begin to share this video to all your platform, family and friends. You never can tell who we get across it, because when we speak, some people think we are making words up. The earlier we begin to take responsibility for what is happening, the better for all of us. The only way we can survive is for us to fight back and defend ourselves. Self-defense is never a crime. Self-defense has never been a crime and will never be a crime. Every single thing that Chukwu created, he gave that thing the power to defend itself, including animals and plants. Every single plant you see have a defense mechanism in it. Every plant has a defense mechanism in it. Animals that Chukwu created have defense mechanism that when you attack them, they attack you back. When you come after them, when their life is in danger, they fight back. It is natural in human being. Chukwu placed it. So, as a human being, international law itself supports you to defend yourself when you are threatened. Fight back. African people's law and human rights law supports self-defense. Nigerian law itself supports self-defense. What are you waiting for, Biafrans? What else? What else do you want to hear? Why won't you support the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile? Why won't you support the government in exile through our Prime Minister? Why won't you channel your energy on defending your territory? Why are you listening to idiots? Why? Look at what is happening. And some of you pretend you're not seeing it. You pretend it's not happening. And more are happening. I'm going to show you another one.
All life on direct. Omega Amen. Amen.
All this is happening in Biafran territory. This is happening between yesterday and before yesterday. You see young men and women running, they are all in the bushes. Young men are all in the bushes, they vacate their homes. Unarmed civilians, unprovoked. They come after them. And when we tell you that is war going in Biafra land, even you, a Biafran, you don't believe it because it has not affected you directly. Because your own village is not invaded. If nothing is being done, it will get to every one of us, one after the other. It is turn by turn. If nothing is done, if the Biafran Defense Force has done nothing, it's going to affect everyone. And that is why we are raising the bar. That is why you see our Prime Minister making the calls he's calling. That is why when you see our Prime Minister declare sit at home to make sure we destroy the economy of this zoo so that they can stop getting the aids they are getting, where they are raising them, because the money they are using to destroy our land is being gotten from Biafra land. Today, Chukwu Okekare have used the Biafran people to destroy their economy, and when we continue to tighten it even more, they will never have a breath to take. Wherever you are, we must rise up now, or we will lose it forever. The time is now. There is a war going on in Biafra. If you don't know, know it. Jesus. No, they are
Jesus. Thank God. Oh, this thing just happened now. Chineke na mo. Papa. Jesus. The good. Hey. Jesus Christ. The good thing for can't sit at home. Jesus. So good. Jesus. Oh. Jesus. Hey. I don't want to sit at home. The good thing na phone. Que o Barish, I'm Barish. Hey, that's a woman. Jesus Christ. Hey! Ya tara funo. Ya tara funo. Ya tara funo. Ya tara funo, lo mata tara funo.
When we say that the zoological republic must not be allowed to survive, you don't understand. When you see our prime minister speak in anger, what our prime minister sees is greater than what you can see online. Some information that we get and pictures and gruesome videos we get is not something you can see online, and no eye will see it and will not get angry. As they are destroying our lives and properties in our villages, the same way we are being attacked in the city. Just last Sunday, while people were going to the churches, they were destroying Alaba International. Businesses in Alaba International was being rolled down and burnt down, destroyed. While people were preparing to go to church, while some people were already in the church, they were busy bringing down businesses in Alaba International. So they chase us out from the camp and they still go to our village and begin to chase us. And you say it's not genocide. You want us to keep silent and we don't defend ourselves. You are a fool. You are a fool. Continue to deceive yourself. Continue to deceive yourself. The only hope for a Biafran is Biafra. It is either Biafra or Biafra. The only hope is Biafra. That is why I urge you to listen and obey every single instruction coming from the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Zama. The earlier you listen to him, the better for you. The earlier you listen to him, the better for you. There is no hope for you anywhere except the Biafra, Republic of Zama. If you take yourself away from them, you are already condemned. When you detach yourself from the government of Biafra, if you are a Biafran from the old southeastern region, the present south and the southeast lower Benue, and you detach yourself from Biafra, you have already detached yourself from your security, and they are going to take you down. It's just a question of time. The greatest security you can be for yourself is to attach yourself to Biafra, Republic Government in Exile. That is where your hope lies. That is where your faith lies. Until you learn to follow and follow closely, you are not going to survive this situation. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Obey every single instruction coming from our Prime Minister if you want to survive. I want you to watch this video again. This was a message that was delivered by our Prime Minister when he visited France. I want us to listen to this message once again and hear what our Prime Minister has to say.
My fellow Biafrans, I welcome all of you this evening to France on this France Town Hall meeting and the France tour. A lot is going on in our land, and of course, we have to defend ourselves any day, anytime. Nigeria terrorist government have come with a lot of propaganda. When you demonstrate that you are ready to fight for your freedom, they profile you. They call you criminals, they call you terrorists, they call you all manner of names. The reason for that is to demoralize you. And we must not fall for that. My fellow Biafrans, I call on you this evening, do not allow the names they call you today to demoralize you. We're remembering what Nigeria did to over 3 million Biafra children through starvation. Yet, the world, as at then, wanted us to move on. 50 years later, after recounting the numbers of Biafrans that died or should have been avoided, we are all here today for not just a revenge, but to finish what our fathers started. And of course, the most important of it all is to destroy Nigeria, the evil Nigeria entity, to destroy it. Nigeria is a terrorist state, and after destroying it, we will liberate our people through a process that has begun. The liberation of Biafra from Nigeria will restore peace, stability in our region. It will also end the upsurge of terrorists and piracy in the Gulf of Coast of Guinea, and of course beyond. The liberation of Biafra from Nigeria will restore peace and stability. Do not let the corrupt and criminal politicians to deceive you into believing supporting your own freedom is a crime, irrespective of our approach to restoring Biafra. I want to remind all of us, in 1776, the United States separated from the United Kingdom by declaration. Today, they are the world power. In 1830, Belgium separated from Netherlands. Today, they are one of the most powerful countries in Europe, both of the countries. In 1965, Singapore separated from Malaysia. Today, they have transformed into global financial hub as a result of the separation. Why is it that when we call for separation, Nigeria and their criminals will be calling us terrorists? Don't fall for it. The past separation has led to the upsurge of economic development in the case of India and Pakistan, Norway, Denmark, Switzerland. Each of these separation has led to the upsurge of economic and development. In 2002, East Timor separated from Indonesia. In 1921, Ireland separated from the United Kingdom. Today, they are one of the powerful countries we have. In 1944, Iceland separated from Denmark, demonstrating that nations can part away without violence. Why do you kill Biafrans? Whenever we say we are fed up of Nigeria. In Nigeria, where you have dangerous diversity, in Nigeria, where you have the northern part of Nigeria practicing Islamic State, practicing Islamic Sharia law, and they have different culture, different laws, different rules, different everything. And with that kind of mentality and setup, we can never develop as a nation. That is the reason we call for the separate state, and of course for independent state for Biafra. Apart from the killings, genocide against our people, and jihad. In 1905, Norway and Sweden separated and goes their separate ways. Today, they are one of the most powerful countries in Europe because of the separation. In 1947, India and Pakistan separated. The list can go on and on and on. And when they want to tell you about Africa, they use Sudan to give you example. Biafra can never be Sudan. Biafrans are scattered all over the world, developing their countries of residence, making impact in governance and policy making. Sudan was never like that. Apart from that, we have a history. Democracy started from Biafra, and Nigeria continued to suppress us, enslave us, subjugate us into what we are today, destroying our sensibility and our sense of reasoning. Nigeria continued to enslave our people, enslave our future, and our progress. Today, in the same Nigeria, when the Biafra people try to rise through their business enterprises, Nigeria system will destroy it. They destroy it in Lagos, they destroy it in Kano, they destroy it in Kaduna, they destroy it in different parts of Nigeria. And in a system like that, you will all be diminishing until they wipe us in the surface of the earth. The only way to preserve our culture, value system, and save our life from extinction is a complete separate state. Exit from Nigeria, which the process has begun. My fellow Biafrans, today we have given a very serious warning to those threatening Biafrans about the Nigeria protest. We have absolutely nothing to do with the Nigeria protest. We are Biafrans, we don't validate Nigeria. But if any Biafran is victimized for Nigeria protesting, we have assured them we will weaponize every person who cares to carry arms for self-defense. The weaponization of these protesters, any Biafran has been killed, will start from Lagos and Abuja. We will weaponize every protesters that cares to carry arms for self-defense. I rest my case. This is a warning to those threatening Biafrans as Nigeria are planning to protest. We have nothing to do with it. But
you have heard from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and his message is clear. His message is very clear. One of the things that made me love Mazi Simon Ekpa is that whenever he delivers a message, no matter how clueless you are, you will understand it. He breaks it into pieces to a layman understanding. So there is no need to explain. He has said it very, very clear. Anyone that is trying to hold Biafrans back, you are wasting your time. Our pursuit for independence is for us to have a level playing field where we can grow in our own space at our own speed. I have said this several times, that the pursuit of the self-determination of Biafran people is not out of greed. It is not out of envy or jealousy or hatred. No. It is because our life is in danger. It has become very, very necessary that we go on that direction because our life is in danger. It is to save life. Not just the life of Biafra, the life of every indigenous person in that contraption. Even though they continue to deny it, every one of them in that contraption have become an endangered species in that contraption. Some have accepted their fate as a slave. Just like you see in the northern part of Nigeria. In the northern part of Nigeria, many indigenous people have been taken over completely by foreigners. Their land taken over, the land itself renamed into a different name. And their so-called government doesn't care about that. We have seen the so-called terrorists make their celebration, inaugurate kings and rulers in their own territory. And the government is not bothered about that. But for those of us who are asking for our legitimate rights, the right to choose what we want, the right to be who we want to be, a legitimate right that was given to us by Chukwu Okike Abiama, trickled down to the world, to Africa, to Nigeria itself. They deny us that right, and they want us to fold our hands. We will not. We will not. They have decided to push different kinds of propaganda and blackmail against us. But it doesn't hold water because Biafrans, we have seen it all. There is no amount of propaganda you put today that we have not seen. Except for the idiot and the foolish one who are selfishly pretending not to know what is right. There are some Biafrans that are still selfish. There are some Biafrans that are still fraudulent. There are some Biafrans that have been, their brain have been damaged, that they now believe that they cannot live in a sane society. These are the people that still continue to pretend today, not know what is happening. But as for genuine Biafrans, there is no propaganda you push to deceive us. The only solution to the zoological republic is disintegration. And disintegration of Nigeria does not mean hatred. When you disintegrate, every region will go back and begin to build their home the way they want. As it stands today, every single idiot in that contraption believes that there is no constitution. The country has no constitution guiding it. Every single idiot, including their lawmakers and those who claim to be politicians, they confess in their mouth that there is no constitution guiding that country. What they are calling the constitution is fraudulent, and the people did not agree to it. And yet, they play along. The foundation of the zoo is laid on fraud. Every single one agrees with that. That Nigeria is not a country, has never been, and will never be. You cannot force people of diverse value and you force them to be in a place and expect them to progress. They will never ever make any progress. It will always be retrogression, as every day and day it will be retrogression. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, that is the truth. When we are talking about disintegration, it is for peace to reign, it is for good economy, it is for expansion, it is for development. Look at what is happening today. The disintegration of the zoo is not going to create any. It does not mean that we cannot do business. We will still do business together if we choose to. We can still intermarry if we fall in love. We can still live wherever we live, buy properties where we want to buy properties. Still, we can do all that, obeying each other's laws with respect. Disintegration does not stop anything. It only gives you the power to engage in a healthy competition. When you see your neighbor progressing, you have to look for a means to progress. But today, what you see in that zoological republic is that somebody will hold somebody on the ground, thinking that he's holding him. But you forget that when you are holding someone on the ground, you are still holding yourself. All the other regions in the country of Nigeria, more especially the Fulani, they are holding the Biafrans on the ground. making sure that the Biafrans don't explode, making sure that Biafrans do not expand. They are making sure that Biafrans do not progress. And you think you could progress? You think you will progress? Every one of them is channeling their energy. Everyone, every other region, they channel their energy on Biafran people. More especially the Igbo Biafrans. They want to hold the Igbo Biafrans down to make sure that they never succeed. And you forget that you are holding yourself. There's an adage which said in Igbo language, Ojim Nama, Juwe. When you are holding someone on the ground, except that person stand, you will not stand. You cannot stand and be holding somebody. When you are holding somebody steady on the ground, you are also holding yourself, because you'll be stand still and you'll be on the ground too. That is what is happening to Nigeria. And when they will stop holding each other and begin to concentrate on their region, is when you disintegrate the region. Today you complain of security. You are complaining of influx of terrorists from abroad. They will never stop it until you disintegrate Nigeria. The northern part of Nigeria will never stop allowing terrorists to come in. They will never. During the time of late Muhammad Buhari even opened the border wider and told them to come in and get their entry. You have seen them in the national TV telling you that every Fulani in the world are all Nigerians, that they are free to come in. Their politicians said it live on TV. Do you think that if you disintegrate, they will do that? They will not. If you disintegrate Nigeria, they know their boundaries, they know their area, they know where they have, and they will maintain it and protect it. It is because you left the borders open for them, claiming to be one country when you are not. The earlier we begin to face the reality, the better for all of us. If we do not walk away from this idiocy, the situation is going to get worse by day. It is going to continue to get worse. When we are calling for the end of the zoo, when we say disintegrate this evil entity, it is not out of hate. It is out of love. And in fact, the only people that have genuine love and care about the human life in Nigeria are those people who are calling for disintegration. The only people who genuinely love everyone in that contraction are the people calling for disintegration. They are the only one who cares about human life, because that is the only thing that is going to grant a total and complete peace in that very contraction called Nigeria. Everything I'm saying here is not difficult to understand, but it is difficult for the criminal-minded ones to understand it or to accept it. Look at their so-called protests they are organizing. They are planning protests. They plan to protest. Even before the protest hits ground, the counter-protest is also being planned. There is counter-protest that is now being planned also alongside. And tomorrow they will come and tell you that the protest have been hijacked. And the funniest is that it is the same people who are telling you they want to protest. They will be the first one to begin to preach to you, oh, don't make the protest violent. Oh, we'll make sure it's not hijacked. It's going to be hijacked. They will preach that language, hijack, hijack, hijack. And now, at the end of the day, they are still the same people. The government of the day will be the one to hijack it. As we speak, the government of the day is already organizing counter-protest. And you know that the person that is the president of the country today, the drug baron, is a gangster. Somebody who believes in Agbero. Somebody who came into government through Agberoism. Everything that has to do with Rubu is about Agbero. In Lagos State today, the Agberos are in charge of everything you can think about. So he is very close to those idiots, those hoodlums. He is very close to them. He can manipulate them. You saw when he entered power. When he was in power, the idiot in the creek thought that he has made it all. The pig in the creek thought he made it, and he carried his own criminals, carried his own hoodlums all the way from the creek, and he took them to Abuja to go and protest in the open. They did it in the open. Hoodlums They went and protested in the open on his behalf, and he welcomed them. And you want to protest in his regime, and they think you will succeed. The same man who unleashed mayhem on you during the NSAS, the NSAS shooting in Lagos was ordered by this same man today who becomes your president. And now you want to come and risk your life. Go to social media and you hear the kind of debate that is already going on that very protest. His group are already there campaigning. And even when we have said it clearly that we are not part of anything called street protests, our friends have made it very clear. We are shouting out, on our various platforms that we are not involved in anything called street protests in Nigeria, or any protest that had the tag Nigeria in it. We are not part of it. We have made it very clear. And yet, they decide to coin. They are coining their protest and they are shifting to the Biafran. Either they tell you it is Peter Obi and his people, or it is Biafran people. They are the ones, the people in the southeast, they are the ones who are organizing the protest. Even when we have made it clear, we will not be part of it. We already have our protests. We have been having our protest for the past 3 years. For the past 3 years, we have a steady protest which is happening every Monday. And it is very, very, very effective. And even as we speak, we have another protest coming on the 29th, on the 30th, on the 31st. Every government ministries, every government offices in Biafran territory will be totally shut down. If you are a Biafran and you're working in any of those offices, you have no business going there. Already they have started their propaganda. The idiot in Enugu State, Mba has started issuing statements, issuing threats to people. He has already started eating threat to workers. Mba is already trying to expose the people to danger, which is what he's very good at. Mba that this cannot be able to protect Enugu State, have not been able to secure the bushes. You saw him threatening and writing letters and threatening people. But my fellow Biafrans, fear not. It is about your life. You can only be a worker when you are alive, not when you are dead. If you die, they're going to employ somebody else to put there. So save your life first. As long as your life, you are going to get another job. Don't allow those blackmail to catch you. How many people are going to get a sack? You must heed to the instruction of our prime minister because they want to set you up and take your life. The same Mba that is telling you to come to work will be the one to station people who are going to shoot you. If you doubt it, go and try. If you doubt it, go and try. You will not live to tell the story. No problem. We are going to help you to share the videos. When it happens, we will have to share it, and that ends there. We will share it and end there. Wherever you are in Biafra land, 29, 30th, and 31st, if you are working with any ministry, you got no business there. It will be shut down completely. And on the 2nd of August, it is a total lockdown in Biafran territory. Total lockdown in the whole of Biafran territory. That is our own protest. We have been doing it for the past 3 years, and we will continue to do it until we are free. We will continue to do it. That is our protest. And you heard our prime minister that if they dare take the life of any Biafran carelessly because of this their so-called protest, we are going to fight back. This is not. It will not be like the election time. It will not be like the election. One thing with the government of Biafra is that even though some idiots foolishly disobeyed our prime minister, he still goes back to save them. He still saved them. And that is the beauty of it all. You beat a child with one hand and you bring him back with a child. If any Biafra loses life in this protest, you are going to hear from the Biafra people. You have heard it. That was a message directly from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Doing the needful, protecting Biafra land. You as a Biafran, you must also protect yourself. Obey instructions. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Your disobedience will only expose you to danger. Your disobedience will only expose you to danger. Obey instructions, and I bet you, you will live to enjoy the fruit of your labor. I want you to watch this video also. You can learn something from this video.
Well, I know when I sit at home. All you call you get on some of the guy John, and say I phone us some every Monday. Makajiro if you banana, banana. Agwa muna agwa. Sunu na mboge bido, diso yo muna gepempe. Iye burebe keba, ema fonye na. Ogam to mari ni rewe babebe. Isu na pegompe. Release enu na ndekalo. Una juru na me release ya. Agwa so sia wage kuwo kundi made genti kita. Una efelugo. Una eleka go ka afifia. Unu legide legwogo.
Leke ego Malawi.
Adima yo kusu na yo. Because you know kita ifuna igwe bike. Iwata. Me na say election. Owo yin from webe tor vote. Isi ga pegompe. Bye bye.
The zoo has fallen. The zoo has fallen. Finally, the zoo has fallen. If you do not know that the zoo has fallen, check around yourself. Check around you.
My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching me from at this point, I want you to help us to share this video to all platforms. Share to family and friends, and always be strong and focused on our direction of freedom. There is only one savior that we have today, the Biafra Republic of Nigeria. That is the only savior. If you detach yourself from Biafra Republic of Nigeria, you expose your life to danger. And I bet you will regret it for the rest of your life. The only thing that a Biafran should do today is to attach himself to Biafra Republic of Nigeria. It is so sad that people do not value what they have. As we speak, other regions are wishing that they had somebody like our Prime Minister. Other regions are wishing that they have something like Biafra Republic of Nigeria. We have seen many people calling in the program of our Prime Minister from all parts of the world. People calling in from all different ethnic groups, wishing that they have what we have. Some of them are already applying to be Biafrans. But it is sad that some Biafrans do not know what they have. Some of us Biafrans do not value what we have. Some of Biafrans, even at this moment, we don't understand that it is time to defend our land. Biafra land must be defended. As we speak, war is going on in Biafra land. The second civil war of Biafra and Nigeria is going on. Nobody is reporting it. The international media is not talking about it. The conventional media is not reporting it. We only use the social media to report it. And most of the times, they cage us. They don't allow us to have viewers. As I'm speaking to you on Facebook and also on YouTube. But the viewers are limited. Even when I have thousands and thousands of followers on this very platform. Yet, when you come online, you find a few people watching. When you look at the viewers, you find a few people viewing. It is not ordinary. They are caging us and making sure that our information doesn't go out. But you can do more as a Biafran by liking the program and sharing it in all your platform, family and friend. Any WhatsApp group you are, you share it there. That is how we can break the bounds. My fellow Biafrans, the freedom is in our hand. Freedom is not cheap. It is not given. It is taken. And I want you to always put in your heart and remember the word of our Prime Minister Mazi Nandekan. He says, an advice was given to him by a heavyweight United Nations. And they said, if your freedom is not worth dying for, the world will not pay attention to it. If you do not show the world that your freedom is worth dying for, the world will never pay attention. Always put that at the back of your mind. and begin to support our Prime Minister in any way you can. Support the Liberation Army financially, very important. They must be equipped. The Liberation Army must be equipped to the teeth. We must not lose any granite. We must not lack granite at any point in time. The Liberation Army must not lack granite, not even for a second. That is why your contribution is very important. Just go to the link, you click the link. It is 247 entrance, 247. Anytime at your comfortable time that Chukwuka blesses you, go to that link, click there and make your donation. Very, very important. I bet you would never, ever remain the same. Chukwuka has given us that grace to be alive today. Chukwuka has given us the opportunity to survive up to this day. We have every cause and reason to thank him. We have every cause and reason to bless him. There is no reason to give why we must not do the needful. Our defense is in our hand. Our life is in our own hand. The zoo has already fallen. What you see them doing today is just fighting like a wounded lion. What you see them putting on today is the fight of the dying horse. As for the zoo has already fallen. It has fallen. It doesn't matter how they pretend. The zoo has fallen. If you don't know that the zoo has fallen, put your hair on the ground. Just look around you.
The zoo has fallen. The zoo has fallen. Finally, the zoo has fallen. If you do not know that the zoo has fallen, check around yourself. Check around you.
My fellow Biafrans, thank you so much for joining me on this very program. We are going to stop here to continue the program by tomorrow. I appreciate everyone that has participated on this program. Please like and share if you have not shared. If you have not yet subscribed to this very channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every Biafrans. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Liberation Army, the resistant fighters, the Black Marine, the Strike Force, the Biafra Defense Force. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect every one of them. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect the de facto government, the whole land, and all the officials. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every member of the de facto government in the whole land. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every member of Biafra Republic Government in the Cabinet. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect all our media warriors that are speaking on different platforms, all our presenters on different platforms. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, the Oputo of Biafra land. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide you, protect you, and secure you. No evil shall befall you. No evil shall befall you. No evil shall befall you. Every trap they set for you, it will catch them. Every hole they dig for you, they will fall into it. We pray that Mazi Simon Ekpa will be blessed with 2,000 men wisdom, more strong revelations, divine protections. May Chukwu Okike build pillars and walls of fire around him, that no evil shall penetrate. We commit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before Chukwu Okike. We pray that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be given divine health. We pray for good health for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We pray for healing. May Chukwu Okike heal him from every disease. Every poison they have injected into the body of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will neutralize it in the name of Chukwu Okike. May Chukwu Okike send doctors spiritually to continue to minister to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Whatever evil plan they make against him shall fail. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will live, and we will celebrate him as a hero in our lifetime. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafra shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining me on this program. I appreciate every one of you. Stay blessed, and I will see you again tomorrow. Biafra government, peace, unity, progress, and equity. We move. Airborne.
Oh yes, so no one was nana. Prime Minister Simon Momo. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpawo. In Urobo dialect and Isoko. My Mazin and the Kano. Lucky star is sinking, I'm sinking, Udogu, Emekpa. Amorotomo, Agbada, Brururu. Amorotomo, Agbada, Brururu. Excellency Simon Ekpawo. Yeruwe yo witruwe salon. Puro Mistoko with the sendo. The freedom you brought to the way for us. Puro Mistoko with the sendo. No. Amorotomo, Agbada, Brururu. Simon Joko, you have done so much for us. I am sharing tears of joy. Your tithe cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo, we appreciate you awesome. Worry sister, say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Oh, Amorutamo Agbada. Helen Peter say you are so good. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorutamo Agbada. Soko with the sendo. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the fool that we hate him. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Urobisoko with the sendo. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Urobisoko with the sendo. Clara Dim say you are so good. Anna Wabada. Amorotomo Agbada Brururu. Amorotomo Agbada Brururu. Bisoko we dey say no. Hey, Kuro Bisoko we throw away salute. Even Lucky Star, he dey say no. You do well, oh, he dey say no. Brgie said, you do well, oh. We salute you, oh, we throw away salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, oh. You are so good. Amoro Tomo, Agbada Guru. I am in tears of joy. For your good one cannot be quantified. Oh, Amoro Tomo, Agbada Guru.